I 18F hate my BF 17M sister 20F for what she did to me and I can't forgive her. This is going to be long and English is not my first language. Sorry in advance, I am studying fine arts right now. If you didn't know, it's a very expensive career, so the last 6 months I've been trying to sell my art in cons. I do fan arts and silly drawings and I started with zero money. One day my BF sister, will call her Hannah, and my BF Andrew talked to me because she wanted to sell her stuff in cons. She did handmade bags and backpacks. I told her yes right away. BC, that meant the table in cons would cost less. But what I didn't know is that she wanted me to pay part of her materials, but she would pay part of the cost for my prints and stickers. At first I was fine with that. We went to a few cons. It was nice until problems started. She was angry all the time, and if something happened, it was me or Andrew's fault. I have depression and anxiety, so my motivation until then was kinda lost. So I had to make at least 30 illustrations for prints and stickers in less than 2 months. I was exhausted, mentally and physically. And the worst part is that I didn't like anything I was selling because it was so rushed. I even did fan arts of things I didn't like. BC Hannah told me they would sell well. After 4 months, my friend from college told me to share a table with her at cons, and I was super happy with that. She planned to go to a big con in the capital and they accepted us. Of course I told Hannah and my BF about it ever since my friend contacted me to do it. I was so excited to go with my friend that I didn't notice that Hannah wasn't happy with the idea of me sharing space in cons with other person. I was playing video games with Andrew in his house. I have to say that we've been dating since 2019, he's very special to me, and we're very close. Suddenly, Hannah erupted in his room and told me that I should be ashamed of what I am doing. I was very confused and asked what she meant by that. Hannah said she couldn't let me share space with my friend BC, she paid part of my prints. I said that I plan to print new stuff with the money I've earned. Then she got very defensive and started yelling and saying some hurtful stuff like I'm a very bad person for doing that, and if I wanted to go with my friend I stopped going to cons with her and my BF. I told her again and again that I didn't mean any bad thing like this to happen. I asked why? Why now when I've been talking about this for almost 2 months? She replied that my actions were so bad that I should have known myself and realized what I was doing. I must say, this was in January and the con W friend was planned in February. I said that I couldn't do anything now. We had the tickets for the train, the apartment. I couldn't do that to my friend, it is a lot of money. Hannah ended the conversation and she left, closing the door very loud and angry. Immediately after that I started crying nonstop. My boyfriend saw all of that and did nothing for me. He does not love me. What the fuck, he didn't say a word for me. He stood out for me when I needed him the most. Hannah came after a while. She made us count every single sticker and print that we had for me and she handed me 1/3 of all. My BF was silent. I wanted to cry and scream so bad. They were going to sell my art and profit from it. I called my mom and she picked me up. The moment I entered the car I broke. I cried a lot. My mother was in disbelief of what just happened to me. I tried to stop the bad feelings and focus in the con. I was going to with my friend. We had so much fun. We didn't fight for little things and laughed 24/7. When I came home I counted the money and I earned enough to cover the train, the apartment, and I had more than 200 euros of profit. I was so happy you can't imagine how much. But of course everything comes to an end. My BF and Hannah, they went to a con and sold my art and I couldn't see any cent from it. If it wasn't for my BF she would even take credit from it. A few months passed by. I learned to cope with that. But it hurts when I think about it. And I hate her, I wish the worst for her. And now my BF told me that they are going to 2 cons and one of them was a con that my friend and I applied to. I feel so bad because what if they don't accept us and they get to sell my art there? Like they prefer accepting a person who steals art than accept the real artist, my friend who draws amazingly well. What should I do? Am I in the wrong? Is it okay for me to hate her? Thank you for reading. I just needed to put it somewhere.